Hello everyone, it's Dale here with a new weekly trading ideas video. Before we jump into the trading ideas, just a quick note about a sale which will be ending soon. If you go to my website trader-dale.com and click this button, then it will take you to a page where there's that sale, and currently there's a discount on my best educational and indicator packs on the volume profile pack, order flow pack and investing pack. There are videos which you can watch. The videos will show you everything in detail, everything that's included in those packs. In short, the volume profile pack will teach you everything about volume profile trading. Order flow pack focuses on teaching you how to day trade using order flow, and the investing pack focuses on long-term investments. Now, here is a special deal. You can get all those three packs together for a discounted price. So the volume profile pack, order flow pack and the investing pack, everything together for $5.97. Alright, it's until the end of February. So that's the special offer, and let me now go and have a look at the charts. So the first thing that I'd like to talk about is Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. You're looking at 30-minute time frame of the Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. This is NinjaTrader 8 platform and my custom-made volume profile and VWAP indicators, which you see on the chart. And the level that I would like to talk about is this one. It is a resistance at 111.67. It is based on a volume profile setup, which is the volume accumulation setup. Let me zoom it in a little bit and show you why I picked this resistance. So first thing is there's very sharp sell-off. This sell-off caught my attention because it shows aggressivity of sellers, right? Sellers manipulating the market. Now, when I use the volume profile like this to include that rotation before the sell-off and the sell-off itself, you can see that heavy volumes were traded here before the sell-off started, right? This volume bump. And this is telling us that the sellers who are pushing the price downwards were active here, building up their short positions. This is the beginning of that heavy volume zone. And if the price makes it back, I expect that the sellers from here will become active again and push the price downwards from there again. In my experience, the best reactions occur at the beginning of that heavy volume zone, right? That's why I have the level there. So this is the resistance. Currently, we just need to wait for that pullback, and when the price reaches this zone, then take it from there. And here is just one more thing that I wanted to show you with the Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. There was a trend setup, and there was a trend, and within the trend, significant volume zone in here and reaction to that heavy volume zone. All right, so this is just an example of another setup which I'm trading, the trend setup, which you trade when there's a trend like this one. You look for significant volume zones within the trend and you trade from those. All right, by the way, there was one more, this one. That was pull back to it, and here was the reaction to it. So this was the trend setup. Two nice trades here based on that, but those have already played out, so those supports are no longer viable to trade, but this resistance still hasn't been tested yet, so it's still good to trade. All right, so that's the Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. Let me now go over to the next trading idea, and it's on the New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. So what we have in here is a strong trend. And if I use the volume profile over that trend, oh, and by the way, again, this is a 30-minute time frame, all right? My favorite time frame for this day trading analysis. So if I use the volume profile over the trend, then this heavy volume zone stands out. Right, this is the trend setup which I showed you in the previous chart, and this heavy volume zone was formed within an uptrend. So it is telling us that buyers were active here and they were adding to their long positions here. As you can see, my level is at the beginning of that heavy volume zone. It is at 0.8295. And if the price reaches this zone at some point in the future, chances are there'll be a reaction to that heavy volume zone, right? As the buyers from here will want to defend this place, as it is clearly important for them, right? So that's the trend setup. Another case of the trend setup was in here, this heavy volume cluster, which got formed in here. This is the beginning of that heavy volume zone. This was the reaction to it. If you placed the level a little bit lower, like in here, maybe to the beginning of that heavy volume zone here, then you would miss the trade, which is also fine. Sometimes that simply happens, all right? But I wanted to show you how the price reacts nicely to those heavy volume zones. So this one has been tested. I won't be trading this one anymore, but this heavy volume zone, still good to go. We just need to wait for that pullback and take it from there. All right, so that's the New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. And let me now switch over to another trading idea. It will be on the Euro British Pound. So here is a 30-minute time frame of the Euro British Pound. And let's start by looking at the weekly volume profile. This gray volume profile shows how the volumes were distributed throughout the whole previous week, which means this period. And the point of control is in here. This is weekly point of control, which means that the heaviest volumes throughout the whole week were traded there. Now, from this place, from this weekly point of control, sharp sell-off started. This one. So it looks like sellers were building up their short positions and then they pushed the price downwards. And they were building those shorts around this level, which is the point of control. You can also use the volume profile like this, the flexible volume profile I mean, but in this case it's not really necessary, as we can clearly see that on the weekly volume profile here. So this is the level which is extremely important for sellers, for the sellers who push the price downwards and for the sellers who are building up their short positions here. So this is why I expect a reaction from this level. It is at 0.8562, and when there's a pullback to it, I expect a reaction. All right, weekly point of control from which strong trend activity starts, that's usually a pretty strong level to trade from. So what we need to do now is just wait for the pullback to that weekly point of control and take it from there. All right, so that's about that. Now, before I wrap the video up, I'd like to announce a winner of a contest we had last time. The prize of the contest were my custom-made indicators for TradingView platform, that's volume profile and VWAP indicators. And right now on your screen, you see the name of the person who won in the contest. So congratulations to the winner. And what I'll do next, I'll do another contest for the next week. The only thing that you need to do to participate is leave a comment below this video, which I'll publish on YouTube. And next week, I'll randomly pick one person to win those indicators. All right, so that's about that. Thanks for watching, and I'll be looking forward to seeing you next time in some next video or in our members area. So see you next time, and until then, happy trading.